Welcome to another episode of That Arrow Show. Tonight's episode, Crisis on Earth X, parts 3 and 4. We're going to get into the good, we're going to get into the bad, and we're going to get into the laurels. Alright, this wraps up the big ass DC Legends Arrow crossover. They fought the Nazis, they won against the Nazis, and everybody got married. So who has some good? Let's start it off.
I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna be fair. I think specific characters shine in this arc in general. Specifically in the last two parts of the arc. If you guys want to name a few, or if you want me to just throw some names out there and you guys can piggyback out there, let's get Heatwave out of the way.
Heatwave saved this crossover.
Heatwave was the MVP of this crossover. He was the comic relief. He was everything that we needed during all the draw and lazy parts. Just his banter alone, case in point, when he goes up to White Canary and asks her, "Hey, yo, did you hit that?" That was the saving grace of episode 4, which was a lot of hand and dick holding.
Also, while we're on that train, Captain Cold saved this too.
Yeah, Wentworth Miller is always a plus to any episode of anything.
And the guy who portrays Harrison Wells, when he was playing
Thawne.
No. Well, yeah, Thawne kind of saved it too.
Yeah.
It was more of the more outstanding performances outside the show. But outside of that,
And then, of course, you got Victor Garber, because it's Victor Garber. So.
Yeah.
And then my dude who plays Jax, he brought the emotions.
Yeah.
we'll talk about that.
What you looking at that? I know you a savage and all, but give the man his due.
Exactly. If we're going to be fair, that was one of the best
Give
parts
the man his due.
of the
We'll talk
crossover.
about that later.
It's okay to cry.
Bouncing off another good. The way they gang leg style jump Metallo. First of all, it did not take 20 people to mob one person.
It did. It took all of them.
Metallo was already down. He was like, "Yo, wait, okay. I get it. I fucked up. Okay, I fucked up." And then they's like, "Nah, you want something?" Even at one point, Wild Dog was like, "Bullets. I know these bullets don't hurt, but what other goods we got?"
Another standout character. I gotta give it up for White Canary in this. I gotta give it up for her. Like
Katie Law's performance was spot on in this. Just her development as a character as the series progressed was off the charts.
yeah,
Honestly, she elevated Supergirl's sister as a character too.
I gotta say, watching this crossover, I'm actually curious enough to start watching Legends.
Because if this is the way she handles herself during this crossover, then fuck, she must be like one of the best things moving in Legends.
Yeah, not just her. I mean,
But like most of the characters that we named that we thought were standouts, they were
came
from Legends.
Actually, all the characters we named that were standouts came from Legends. Cause, well, we'll get to the bad in a moment. But
I got good, it's over. So, the next time you guys do a crossover, and then please not be 4 fucking hours long. I get what they were going for, but after a while, you just put shit in just to put shit in.
I'm gonna say this though, it dragged less
Oh god.
tonight than it did yesterday.
I have to disagree. It dragged more. Like it was unnecessary hand holding that was going on.
So this is what I'll say about that. I think it dragged less, if only because parts 1 and 2 were literally we're having a wedding, but we gotta stretch it out. At least in these 2 parts, it was like there was plot, there was story, there was a plan. Now they did slow some stuff down in areas to make that, to stretch that shit out, but like at least it wasn't okay, this one plot point, now we gotta stretch it for an hour.
yeah. Let's just go ahead and do the last good. They're finally married. Everybody's married.
All right, so now that we have the goods out of the way, we have a lot of bads that we gotta get into. My first bad, I'm gonna give them a softball. With so many characters for this crossover, there was a lot of people lost in the shuffle. And at the end of the day, it was like, if that was gonna be the case, you should have just left them out.
Yeah, like
Black Canary, you see her one time and then that's
we
it.
saw Wild Dog maybe like half the time.
Exactly.
My thing is this,
Terrific was shafted a little bit.
like even his T-balls got lost in the jumble. My thing is this: if you're going to do something on this scale, it should have been worldwide to where you had to disperse the team.
Exactly.
But now you look like you got a bunch of super. You literally in the last shot had 20 superpower motherfuckers versus 12 regular Nazis.
It didn't take half of those people just to take out the fodder. I'm sorry.
My bad is this. So Alex goes over and says, "You look like the guy who's in the same dimension for me. And in that dimension, you know, we're best friends." That doesn't mean shit to that man. He don't know you. You are a stranger in the fucking streets.
The narrative of trying to appeal to doppelgangers is getting very old.
It is stupid. He's like, you know, you look just like me, and I got a brother on the other side who looks just like you, and he owed me $5. So you owe me $5 too.
Even the villains did that shit because when Hitler lands, by the way, he was in this. He wasn't drunk. Although I wish he was.
Drunk. He was drunk off racism.
Like he did that same thing when White Canary walked in the room and did he say something about
You look like my daughter, and why are you here with these, you know, corruptible bastard ass people? And she's like,
didn't want to.
Thon Eobard aside, because he wasn't even from this world, did no one think it was weird that Nazi Oliver didn't talk with a German accent, but
Eobard,
not Eobard,
Lance.
Nazi Lance did talk with a German accent. Nazi Supergirl didn't talk with a German accent.
Well, the part that gets me is that Supergirl is allied with the Nazis about being a superior race, and you're a fucking alien. You're a fucking alien.
This is probably something that the Nazis wouldn't want fighting with.
Not even that. Why would you consider humans a superior race of anything?
You're not even one of them.
You're not even one of them.
And while we're talking about that, so the biggest inconsistency of all with this goes with Supergirl. So we learned that because there are 53 Earths, according to Wells, there are 53 Supergirls. And these Nazis, their whole plan is we need to fix Nazi Supergirl. So we gotta get another Supergirl. Out of 53 Earths, you go to the Earth that doesn't have a Supergirl, because that number was wrong, by the way. There's only 52 Supergirls. You go to the Earth that doesn't have a Supergirl on the day that she happens to come to that Earth. No. What if they didn't get married that day?
That plot was extra fucking thick.
That was real, like.
Piggybacking off that, tag me in. Where the fuck is Gypsy? so y'all get married, and Cisco doesn't bring
his boo thing.
Thank you.
And what makes that even more weird is Supergirl's whole plot line through this was, I don't have a man to go to the wedding with me, and we don't pay attention to the fact that Cisco, who has a girlfriend, didn't invite his girlfriend to the wedding of his best friend.
Well, you didn't beat Superman at shit.
When he said that, I damn near crap my pants. I've seen your cousin in the future, and he's not that fast. Shut the fuck up. I know a liar when I see one, and you a lying piece of shit.
Lying, sniveling, fuck boy.
You that type of fucker who eats the last hot wing and blame it on the dog. You shit zipping bitch. I was all about the Eobard trade, because I was like, Eobard, okay,
See, he's from the future, so he can lie, because she'll never know.
Okay, hey, speaking of
She probably
Eobard,
didn't even know who her cousin was. Like, I just pretend like, whatever. Your cousin, he ain't bad.
of Eobard, bouncing off that motherfucker. So check this out. So you got Cara, she's all strapped down. You know, you in your saw phase. Why ain't y'all just cutting her open? What's all with all the premise and this is gonna hurt? This is you need to be awake for this. Like you sit there.
To be one of the fastest people alive, it's you the slowest motherfucker.
He could have easy. He could have easily used his super speed to cut this bitch's heart out and been done with it. But no, I gotta sit here and rub my nipples while I tell you how hard you're gonna get it.
And I mean, I get it. This is network television, but I mean, we're not stupid. You can't perform a surgery with her shirt on.
Why wouldn't you guys just take Supergirl back to Nazi world where you guys can guard her body while you rip out her fucking heart? I'm not cheering for the Nazis. but they're just really fucking stupid.
Like
I don't know if this is considered a bad, but I'm considering it a bad since you mentioned that. So when they got Kara back, and the Nazis are clearly fucked up, and then Nazi Oliver gets on screen and say, "Oh, we'll go back. We gonna go back. We cool, but here's the deal. Give us Supergirl." I'm like, motherfucker, you don't have leverage.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do if they say they could have said no, and you would have been like,
And all you did was fuck up that corner of Central City a little bit. And that was only the fodder.
the portal was closed, so you wasn't trying to go nowhere, cause Earth X, when he blew the portal up. So like, what you couldn't even bring more dudes over to help out. Like, what was you gonna say if they said, "Here's the new deal. We gotta open over 6 more portals and get 6 more flashes and cars," and then what?
So bouncing off that one. So they said that they came to this earth to get Kara, right? Because they've been watching her.
Right.
You telling me y'all haven't been watching long enough to see how much heat is on this planet?
Exactly.
You just watch long enough to say, okay, cool. They got a flash. They got 3 flashes. They got access to other dimensions with people that can help them. And this is the dimension you wanted to fuck with?
But
I mean, it ain't even just that. He said that, and all of them was lined up. Class picture, like, come get it. and he still fixed his face to say
They were only watching that planet. They didn't watch other planets for other cars. Cause my thing is, the moment it went south, I would have been like, all right, let's go to Earth 6. This shit's fucked up. We fucked this one up. But we'll go back, regroup, and go to Earth 5.
So in line with that, after Nazi Oliver makes this fake threat, they go down to Central City to throw pebbles and shoot people in the park.
You shooting random assholes in the park.
So here's my thing with that. I mean, Nazis don't Nazi. They just pick on the weak. Did you notice a superhero slow motion? Like 20 people died before they got to the front.
But nah,
They
said they gotta look pretty. We gotta look fine as yo, cue the smoke.
We posing for some cameras that shouldn't be here.
No, you wanna say what fucked me up? So at Stein's funeral, there was a bunch of motherfuckers. There was a bunch of regular plain clothes people. You tell me not one of them asked, "Hey yo, how did Stein die?" Or damn, these are the people who are on the news from the last one. How the fuck they know Stein? That guy was the Arrow. Wait, wasn't Sarah dead?
Was Ray Palmer dead?
Wait, what is going on at this funeral?
why is a criminal known? Why is he waving Captain Cold there?
You had 2 known criminals. You had people that should have been dead. You had 2 billionaires there, and no one asked questions.
And not one paparazzi. Not one paparazzi.
And Stein was a world-renowned scientist, right?
Yes. Not one paparazzi. I call bullshit.
So I got a huge bad. The fight with Red Tornado.
Who? Give me. I want a piece of this sandwich. Check this out. So you send the light dude. I understand. Cool. You don't send Firestorm to go catch a flyer. You send Barry hopscotch monkey ass to go do this, and he got his ass steamrolled. Why not send Firestorm and leave Barry there, who can help out inside of the thing?
Sent the dude that couldn't run and needs time to throw a projectile when you could have sent the two guys that fuse together that can fly to keep up with Red Tornado and don't need a lag time to throw a projectile and could just ace him out anyway by turning him into a toaster.
Do you know?
Thinking molecular shit.
So I've been thinking about this.
Do you know what Firestorm would have done to Red Tornado? He would have disassembled his ass and sent him back to IKEA.
So I've been thinking about that, and I think the reason that they didn't go,
Poor writing.
no,
They had a kill sign.
that too, but I think the logical reason in show that they didn't go is that they wouldn't have been fast enough to keep up with
You
Red.
want to tell me why I call bullshit like that? the white dude caught up with him.
He can go as fast as light.
Okay.
He was keeping pace with
So
Barry.
you know in those scenes where Firestorm was running next to Barry, it was like, hey yo, what's good?
I've never seen a thing like that. They've never had Barry and Firestorm running side by side, running and flying side by side.
I still call
but
it
the Ray is actually made of light. He could keep pace with Barry, and you chasing after someone who's going at like Mach 5 tornado speeds and shit. That's why those two were teamed
I call
up.
bullshit.
And actually, if you what you really should call bullshit on is the Deus Ex Machina of Red Tornado, because here's the question: why did they pull him out, and what was he for?
A couple of episodes at the beginning of this year, Oliver name dropped Bruce Wayne. Ain't no goddamn way all this shit going on, and Batman is letting it ride. I mean, God, you opened that door when you said Bruce Wayne. You opened that goddamn door. You tell me.
Man, all the heat out.
You tell me he sit up in the cave chilling with Alfred like they got it.
All them Nazis. That's fucked up. Alright, so that was a lot of bad. But believe it or not, there was worse things about this crossover. We are gonna get into the laurels. So, I want you to start off first, because you got a laurel you've been sitting on for a minute.
I do. I've been saying this the entire night, and I know it's too late, but I gotta say it now. Iris, for the love of God, please call your brother.
Tag me in. So let me get this straight. Wally West is sitting on the bench guarding Joe or whatever, and when shit
he's
gets
important.
whatever, and when shit gets real, you say, "Hey Wally, can you pop back over here and help free Cisco so we didn't we gotta go through all this shit."
What made that so weird is they were literally, Felicity was literally like, I'm gonna send out a distress call to the legend.
Let's back it up real quick. She can't figure out the system to get them out of the cage.
Nope.
Hacker, genius, Felicity Smoke cannot get them out of the cages.
No, it's true Nazis.
Those Nazis were some of the worst trained soldiers
Fathers. They were fathers.
I've never seen.
They were fucking
Because
fathers.
at one point, Iris literally and took his gun. I was like, what the fuck did I just say?
You can't give us action scenes with Oliver, White Canary, and all of that, and then expect us okay. I'll put it like this: Iris, I'm not gonna say she's not a competent fighter in a way. I'm not gonna say she's not a competent fighter. Like she can throw a punch.
She's the Flash.
But you're not gonna tell me that you're gonna show me some action scenes like that with Oliver, White Canary, and all of them, and then put Iris and Felicity in the same position, and then just.
You got Oliver.
And expect them to be hype over that.
You got
that
Oliver.
was supposed to be a hype moment.
Hold on, you got Oliver ripping motherfuckers
Yeah.
like a machine gun, and
What you looking at me for like I wrote that shit?
my laurel for this episode is, so we get Diggle in the last 2 minutes of the episode. Is that how you gonna do it, brother? And then the way they just snatched him up like that. Bro, he got kidnapped.
If I was David Ramsey, I would have been like, don't call me. You know what? Y'all not gonna put me in the crossover. Don't even call me for the end. I don't want to be in.
Exactly. I'll skip this page. That's humiliating. I get that he's a little jacked up, but he could have been there for
Exactly.
That just speaks to
Iris was standing around. Diggle could have stood around too.
But that just speaks to the fact that they don't know what the fuck they doing, because say all of those heroes fell in that final Nazi battle, then all you had was a Wally West that needs to protect Joe because that's important.
An elongated man who didn't exist for this crossover.
So apparently,
Jiggle with the jiggles.
Well, speaking of which, bouncing off that one. So apparently, while this crossover was going down, the villains from the other city was like, we'll let y'all chill. We gon' all the villains got together and said, we gonna chill until the crossover is ready. The Thinker was like, I'm gonna halt my plans for a while. Vigilante was like, I'll wait till y'all get back. Even Samantha, who I believe was on a bus to the crossover,
Watching it like, I know you there, motherfucker.
It's too out of the
like I love how everything goes on pause.
You tell me
in the
Richard
crossover.
Dragon got out of the dope game for them 2 minutes just to let these Nazis wild out in Central City. Okay.
This, I believe, in my opinion, is the ultimate laurel. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Nazis.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, till we have to go this route.
I mean, we've been tiptoeing around this for the past couple of days, but Nazis. Y'all had to choose Nazis as the villains.
Like, if you just wanted to use evil versions of the DC characters, you could have did.
It's not
You could have did the Justice Lords. You could have did
the Syndicate.
exactly.
Like there
Syndicate.
was so many routes to go on this, but Nazis was just like the lamest way that you could have done it.
It's not even just that. What was the thought process and logic behind this storyline?
Like,
Especially when you kill off one of your most prominent Jewish characters running through these shows in a story about Nazis.
and then you hem up Felicity, a Jewish character, about to be killed by, we'll just call him a Nazi because he's working for the Nazis. Nazi Eobard Thawne, staring down Nazi Oliver and Nazi Supergirl. You got a Nazi actual concentration camp about to execute people.
And you put gays, a black guy, and a Jew,
And
like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
All right, everybody. That's it for another episode of That Arrow Show. Be sure to like and subscribe. We have new content every week. Be back next week for our Flash, I Got the Runs, and another episode of That Arrow Show.
And in the bottom, tell us how you felt about this crossover. I know some people had mixed feelings just like we did. But until next time.
Peace.